Welcome back to my channel, Domenico Solazzo here, and today we are going to talk about an interesting and important topic that is like, where do I start a job search? I always get the same message like, I don't know where to start, I don't know where to apply when I apply for jobs as a developer in my case. Let's start saying that it's like everyone gets at least rejected once when we go through like a job search. Like in the last job I applied for 36 job and I got just 3 offer. That is like a so huge amount of rejection, even for me that is like I'm in the field for so many years. And there are like some reason why you get rejected. You could be rejected like in the first interview, in the phone interview, in the technical interview, but most of all sometimes like you get rejected even when they are screening the CV. The reason why you get rejected when they are screening the CV is like you are not standing out and your CV might be is a mix and a mess of technology put all there together. They don't understand, do you want to be a UI engineer, do you want to be a UX designer, do you want to be a front-end developer, you want to be a full stack, do you want to be a data scientist? They really don't understand because there is like maybe a mix of experience, you jumping maybe between jobs, or if it's the first job, a mix of projects that have no correlation together. When the employer sees your CV, maybe they don't see clarity in your CV, they don't see like where you want to go with your career and your life, and that is like is a red flag for many employers. So you need to start to think where you want to be 5-10 years from now. You need to start to think like, okay, in which industry I would like to spend my career on. And you can switch between this field, you can switch between jobs and career path, there is no problem. But I think it's like in the first 5 years, at least when you enter in the industry, it's good if you have like a bit of clarity. And before you start your job, the first job, I think a good thing is to start exploring every possibility. So try a bit of front end, try a bit of back end, try some project in data science, try to see what is really attracting you in tech. Try to see if you want to work in healthcare, you want to do game development, you want to work with cryptocurrency and blockchain, do you want to work with like backend? I don't know, you want to work in like for a fintech startup because you are interested on that field, on finance. So maybe because you are switching career from another field that you already know, you want to be like a software developer and maybe you have interest already there. So you need a North Star in your career, in your life. Mostly like I think it's like in your career is super important, because like if you know where you want to be like 5, 10, 20 years from now with your career, if you can vision where your career will be, it will help you to make like the right decision regarding like employers, technology, and technology always changes. So it's like you will make the right decision where you want to move your career based on the last trend. And I think it's super important because it's like when you have your North Star, you can reverse engineer the dream job that you really want. And when you understand the dream job that you really want, reverse engineering, you will understand a lot about the skill that you already have, the skill that you are missing, and the path to arrive where you want to be 5 years from now. And let me tell you that the path of your friends, that is like is maybe reverse engineering for him, would be different from yours, and yours will be different from another friends of yours. Like you really need to understand for yourself where you want to be, because even if you want to be a software developer, the field is so vast. There are like so many opportunities that you need to understand what is attracting more in tech and software development, in software engineering. Maybe you understand you want to go more in data science, and that is totally normal. There is people moving between this field of tech, but the path is just right for you, not for your friends. So you cannot just copy whatever other people is doing and then being frustrated because maybe you don't fit in that industry, you don't fit with that tech, you don't like it. Try to make the path that works for you and just you. So let's take the example, you are excited about healthcare, you want to work in cancer research, you want to work in data science, and you want to work in these fields and you don't know what's next. It's like, first of all, you need to understand the kind of roles that are available, for example, in data science. I'm taking data science because I'm not a data scientist, I didn't work in data science all my life. So this is like, it's a clear example, how would I go to reverse engineer a job in data science now that is like I'm starting from zero. Because for software development, for me, maybe I could miss some point that is clear to me, but maybe not for a person that is just starting software development. So if I want to work in data science, what are the roles in data science? What are like the responsibility of each role? What are they actually doing with their daily job? And let's say, okay, I want to be a data scientist, I want to go work in healthcare. Okay, what are like the skills, like the theoretical skill that you need to be a data scientist? And all this information, let me tell you, you can just find them in Google. And this information is already there. And a good thing also for seeing which skill are requested from employer. And what I do sometimes when I'm looking for a job that is like out of my comfort zone is looking in job posts requesting for the same job role and trying to see from the job requirement of 10, 20, 30, for example, data scientist job. And there I will get like a very good understanding, okay, these more or less are the technology that people is working with. These are the requirement that they really want. Maybe they need like math skill. I have no idea. So because I'm not a data scientist, so you can correct me in the comment below if you see that I'm saying something wrong. But I get you got to the point. When you know where you want to be, you know like you understand the field, you understand which field you want to work with, you understand the roles, you understand the role that you really want to get the job in that field, and then you start to reverse engineering all the skills that you have, because maybe coming from software engineering to data scientist, maybe you know already how to be a coder, a programmer, and maybe you already work with Python, so you see that it's like they are using a lot of Python. Oh, okay, that is a skill that I can highlight that I have, but maybe you don't have many others. And that is like where you need to make your study plan on how to get this knowledge, even for the first job, like at least having a basic understanding of all the theoretical and practical skill that you need for a given job. And so if we continue with the discussion about data science, like, do they use Python? Do they use R? Do they use like any other programming language? Can you switch between this programming language? Do they use some particular library, some particular framework? Do you need to excel in algorithms and data structure? When you know all these things, and you know because you reverse job posts that are job posts for data scientists, for example, then you can start to understand the skill that you really need to learn and the skill that you miss. Another things that I will do if I start from zero and I want to enter in a given field and I want to get a given job would be to start following like the leading industry influencer and content creator, because like usually they are pushing out so many good information and knowledge that maybe can help you to get a grasp on what you really need to learn. And maybe they give you also link to great courses that you can take to become even better are the job you really want to get. Now, if you want to apply for a company, you really want to stand out, you really want to make project, like if you want to be a front-end engineer and you know that the company are looking for React and Tailwind, then go make a lot of like good projects. You can find them on Medium, you can find like in so many, in Dev2, in Ashnode, all this community full of developers that can really suggest you like great project that you can work on. My personal suggestion is always like work on project that you want to use, you are interested to use. So it's like if you are interested in fitness, maybe you want to do an app for your gym workout. There are like many of them. but it's just for you to practice your skills, but at the same time using your own product just to see what is the process of building an app, what is the process of pushing to the Apple Store or to Google Play. So you learn all this skill while doing something that is very interesting for you, so the field and the technology that you are interested on. Same for data science, same for backend development, same for game development. Do projects that are relevant for the industry and the field that you want to work on, and that will make you stand out so much, because people will start to look to your GitHub. If you can build in public, it's great, because they can see how you write commit message, if you write tests, how you write code. Do you write clean code, or you write just like one file with a 1,000-line function inside one file? You know, it just like it make them even more comfortable, invite you for the first interview that usually is not technical, but they understand like, okay, this person is driven, knows, loves the job that he wants to do. Then it's like they take the risks, because like they see like, okay, this person is very driven, has a lot of projects, are very relevant for us. He say yes, like let's bring this guy in and let's interview him, let's see what he can get for us, and let's see it's like if there is a match. Because remember, going through job interview also is like a bi-directional street. So it's like the employer is screening you, but you also need to screen the employer. But if you did all the things I told you before, you know your North Star, you know that this is our kind of company you really want to work for, then probably you already know that this is the kind of company you want to work for. And then you just need to screen for maybe company culture, the way of working inside, what would be like working there in the daily job. In this video, I show you like how to reverse engineering the job that you really want from your North Star, understanding the industry you want to work, understanding the job role, understanding the job you really want, the skill that you're missing, the skill that you have, and how you can go from this simple analysis of where you want to be 5 to 10 years to apply and have like a very relevant application for jobs that are going to bring you where you want to be 5-10 years from now. Hope you like this video. Subscribe if you're not already, click that notification bell, and see you to the next video. Bye!